I'm sure pretty much all of you are aware by now that Carl Frampton missed weight yesterday for his scheduled fight against Gutierrez. He could not make the weight at all. And normally in situations like that, the opponent is no longer legally obligated to go through with the fight because fighter A is overweight. So what happens is fighter A offers fighter B some extra money on top of his purse to try and entice him to still go ahead and fight, even though he's not legally obligated to. I don't know if that took place in a situation here with Frampton and Gutierrez, but it looked as though, despite the fact Frampton was overweight, the fight was still going to go ahead. Then, bizarrely, out of the blue, Gutierrez says he's pulling out of the fight and posts a bunch of pictures online showing that he has sustained some pretty serious injuries to his face from apparently falling over in the shower. Now, a lot of people are asking questions about the veracity of these claims, given the timing of this quote-unquote accident and the nature of the injuries, given the excuses that was given, the reason that was presented. A lot of people are suspicious, and understandably so. I'm not saying one way or the other if exactly what Gutierrez said was the truth or if there was some shenanigans going on. I am not saying one way or the other. All I'm saying is it's understandable that people are suspicious. The truth does not fear investigation. That's one of the most important sayings right there, and things in life that you should take forward. Never be afraid to question things. The truth does not fear investigation. So anybody discouraging you from being suspicious and asking questions, that's the kind of person who you do not need around. The truth does not fear investigation. So those people, because of the timing, the fact that Frampton misses weight and then all of a sudden Gutierrez turns up injured, says he's fallen over in the shower, but he's got a cut on his nose, a cut on his chin, and a missing tooth. You know, nothing wrong with asking questions. Again, it could just be exactly as Gutierrez has said. It could just be he slipped over in the shower and really has had a freak accident. It could easily be that. Again, I'm not coming down on one side or the other. I'm just saying engage your brains and think, because the reality is in this world, all kinds of dodgy things go on all the time. That's the reality. But another issue here was Frampton missing weight, obviously. Very unprofessional. Team Cyclone are quite arrogant a lot of the time, and they're quite judgmental of other teams and other fighters. But yet here they are, blatantly missing weight in a very unprofessional manner. And this is something which broadcasters don't like. This is one of the reasons why a lot of broadcasters are wary of putting boxing shows on, because the cost of a boxing show is very high relative to putting on a normal television program. And the return that you get off most boxing shows is not as big in terms of profit margin as when you put on a game show or whatever other show, which is a lot cheaper to produce. So, and you know, when you have this situation with boxing shows with fighters pulling out at the last minute, shows getting cancelled, television don't want that. So Barry McGuigan, Carl Frampton, the whole Team Cyclone, you need to be shaking your heads at yourselves right now. Yeah, because you're going to try and jeopardize boxing being shown on terrestrial television. And look, I know the Team Cyclone have done a lot in terms of putting boxing back on terrestrial television. And that's one of the things that Barry McGuigan is really championing, is having boxing on terrestrial television. And I applaud him for that. But at the same time, the lack of professionalism here with Frampton missing weight like that and not being able to make the weight at all, that's not a good look. So, you know, I'll praise the guy when he deserves praise and criticize him when he deserves criticism. And right now, Team Cyclone, they dropped the ball on this one. Need to be more professional than that. Will Frampton move up in weight, or will he just be more professional next time and make the weight correctly? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. It's happening. I'm out.